How does a relatively unknown mobile handset brand go from zero to hero to sensation in just a couple years? Just last week, the world's largest and most powerful mobile phone vendor, Nokia, was overtaken by HTC. According to a report from Bloomberg, HTC now has a larger capitalization than Nokia as its valuation rose to $33.8 billion, surpassing Nokia's $33.4 billion. Hi, Leila here with Telecom TV, and today I'm at the HTC Sensation launch in London, and I'm joined with Florian, who's the president of HTC EMEA. Hi, Florian. Tell us, because HTC is a little bit of a success story here in the mobile space, how do you think it happened?
I think it happened. One of the key things is we always want to listen to what consumers want, and that helps us to really design great products.
And what do consumers want?
Consumers want to have a great smartphone experience, but they want to have something that's really easy and still fun and enjoyable for them. So even the little things like our weather applications, it's not the major use case, but actually it's one of the things that people love most and remember most when they're using our phones.
I'm joined with Ben Wood, who's the research director of CCS Insight. Ben, thanks for joining us. Can you tell us, why has HTC become so successful from being a little to no-named ODM just about 4 or 5 years ago to becoming a massive player in the mobile space?
Well, interestingly, it's a case study that all emerging manufacturers are looking at. And I think there's some key success factors that they've had. One, a very focused portfolio, looking at this very hot category of smartphones. They identified that before other people. A clear, clean brand strategy that articulated the benefits of the products to users, and then products that truly delighted users. And the weather application on HTC products is the classic example of that.
Do you think it was actually also largely due to Android, them embracing Android so quickly?
I think the decision to go with Android was a good one, but also you mentioned earlier the ODM heritage of this company, and I think that gives them a real can-do mentality. When customers come to them and say they want something specifically, they try and deliver it. And that's been in contrast to some of the bigger players who got into quite an arrogant position in terms of the products they were offering to the marketplace.
Did you ever think that you would surpass Nokia's shares?
Well, to be honest, that's for us still amazing and definitely a sign of how far we've come.
It's a really interesting time for HTC, of course. This is a company in the ascendancy. We've seen their stock valuation rising. At the same time, everyone's measuring it against the market leader, Nokia. But I think you always have to be really careful in those situations. You know, a company that's struggling to get back on its feet versus a company that's in great shape. So I always take that with a pinch of salt. I think today it's all about the products and what HTC is trying to do with its portfolio and the brand that goes around it.
And how will you keep the momentum going?
I think we just need to focus, on those things that we're good at, and we also need to keep that spirit of HTC to really be as close as possible to our customers, which are both the consumers and our mobile operators. And if we keep that focus and if we keep that engineering power that we have, then I'm very confident.
Thank you.